And this video came upon my feed. I'm not sure if this is the correct context of this video. I see a guy throwing stuff around. Dude was pissed he got fired after stocking all the shelves. Shock emojis here. So, I guess the guy was fired after he shelved everything, and then he decided in his anger to go and throw everything around. Now, I think that's the correct narrative. If I'm wrong, somebody will tell me the truth. It's like, you have to be careful with some of these videos. Sometimes you see where, that was one where a cat mourned for his master, but it was just a video that was out of context. So this may be out of context, but it does bring an important point. It does bring about an important point. It's late. About blue-collar jobs. Now, I wrote a comment in there, and I think it's still in there, but let me see if I could find it, if I can. That's me after my 100th blue-collar job in a row. Yeah, that's me. If I had to do these blue-collar jobs back to back to back to back, I think I would be doing that after a while. Now, there's mixed comments where the guy was completely wrong. How dare he destroy property that wasn't his? And another one is, oh, good on him. Well, you know, they shouldn't have done that to him. They should have waited. They should have fired him before he went on the job and not after. Make it seem like all that work was for nothing. Now, there may be many narratives. Maybe the guy came in stoned. Maybe he came in drunk. Maybe he had drugs on him. Maybe he was groping one of the women. I don't know. But it seemed like, if this is correct, all this guy did was stock all the shelves properly and still got fired, no matter what he did wrong or right. So, now, working all these jobs that I've ever worked, Sears and Roebuck warehousing, Togo's, McDonald's, and then like the United States Census Bureau from 2010, volunteer positions, and then Universal Studios Hollywood. I would have a lot of shitty jobs with a lot of shitty employers. The thing about Mexicans and having a manager's job, they think they have all the power. Motherfucker, you could be replaced as easily as I could. All right? So I don't want to hear that shit. Okay? I'm all for, you know, if I ever met Jenna Ortega, I would say, yeah, you should be the best. I believe in Latinos, whether El Salvadorian, Cuban, Mexican, Ecuadorian, whatever. I believe, or Puerto Rican, I believe in every Latino being the best they can be. But I'll turn on my own people in a heartbeat if they treat me like shit. So, if I had to do these jobs back to back to back, this would be me, like, losing all sense of reality. I just wouldn't care anymore. It's like, why am I doing this job if it's never going to be appreciated? If it's never going to be liked? Now, you could get you can get fingered up the ass in white-collar jobs, too. I mean, the higher your job, the more there's a bullseye on your head, a target, you know, a gun to your head, towing the company line, doing what you're supposed to do. But these are the kinds of jobs where they don't give a shit about you. They don't care about you. You're putting in your 8 hours or 10 hours, and this is the thanks you get. I mean, you get more appreciation for the customers. You know, maybe if the customers treated me well, I probably wouldn't be doing this. If everybody treated me like absolute dog shit, I would just be like, you know what? Yeah, fuck everybody. That's it. Done. In my experience, this was like the Price Club. Price Club is gone. Costco replaced it. But, you know, you go to Price Club. Smart and Final would have stores like this, but I don't think this big. This is where you go and get wholesale items for restaurants and people who just want a lot of, like, surplus supplies, you know, when the end of the world is coming. Yeah, so this is from World Star Daily, and I wanted to kind of put in my 2 bits about how stressful it is for blue-collar workers. And whenever I see anybody dumping out trash, I say thank you for your service, because I know I was there. I was that guy. And we see more people like that. Now, people like that have kids to feed. I have no kids to feed. When my employer was trying to give me a hard time and I quit, you fucked with the wrong person. I mean, if it was a guy that had kids and had to do what he was told, well, what's he going to do? He's got kids to take care of. He's got a wife. He can't quit. But I had nothing to lose. So by being rude to me, you were lighting up your own balls on fire with a torch, okay? You were doing it to yourself. It's your own fault, okay? Now, I don't recommend anybody do this kind of thing, but this is what happens. People just go postal. People just can't take it anymore. They want to believe. They want to believe that when they get into this job, I mean, this guy, you know, either he was kind of going through the motions or he really liked working in a big warehouse like this, like Home Depot or Costco. And so you want to believe the first month or two, you know, I could tell when when workers pass by me at Target, how long they've been working there. I could tell because the more talkative you are, the friendlier you are. Unless you're some nice old man, like a man in his 50s or 60s, you know, then they're just always happy like that. But if you're like in your 20s or teens and you're very happy and talkative, I could tell you've been working at Target for less than a year, maybe a couple of months, maybe a few months. After a year or two, then the bitterness sets in. And then I start to see that you're just not happy at all. And the more nastier you are, the more cynical you are, the more you're ready to go out that door. You're ready to quit. So blue-collar jobs can be hazardous to your health. Just simply because if you do too much of it, this is what happens. This is what happens, okay? When the customers are not grateful, they find a problem. And when your employers find a problem. HR is not on your side. HR calls you in. I just did a video about for women finding jobs. And no matter what job, it's women or men, you're going to be treated like shit. That's how it is. So take a trade, go to college, be an apprentice to something meaningful, or be a YouTuber. I mean, on YouTube, I could just be whatever the fuck I want. I answer to me and YouTube guidelines, and that's about it. It's better than throwing... I mean, I could throw stuff around my house if I don't like what YouTube does.